Welcome to the poor man's training camp. I've put my foot down and I've told the wife the next 2 weeks I'm going to be training like a madman, and apart from riding my bike, I'm going to be about as useful as a chocolate teapot. And when I say I told her, I mean I begged her and I was like, please wife, but let's forget about the details. Let's get into the poor man's training camp. The poor man training camp is a go, and this is the reality of it. Backpack on, and we were out in the pitch black with the milkman this morning, getting it done pre-work. So rather than just bringing you along, I'm bringing you along to keep me accountable, get this done. But I thought I'd explain in this video what, how, why I'm doing it. Firstly, why is because I want to try and, with baby due this year, I want to try and make this my best year yet and just go all in and see what I've got. In the past I've done these, like I've done a week one last year. So this year I thought I'd go bigger. It's not always better.
That's what she said.
But just push the limits of my body and try and build a bigger base, see what I'm capable of this season, see if I can get some results. And also the why, I did say a few weeks ago I was going to go into an endurance block, build some endurance for the mountain bike season. Problem is, I tried to do it with racing. While racing, it was really difficult and juggling other things like the stuff the wife wanted to do. So I looked at it and I thought the best way to get this volume in is like a training camp. Let the wife know, hopefully get her on board, because it's only like 2 weeks, and then just get after it. How I'm doing it: 2 weeks of basically being either glued to this bike at work, eating or sleeping, and just being pretty useless at anything else is basically what it's about. So you've got to decide how committed you are to being fast on a bike when you go into one of these things. But I'm planning on doing 4 days on, 1 day off. Repeat that until the 2 weeks is up. So it should mean that the second 2 blocks are over the weekends. There'll be 2 days over the weekends, which means it's far easier for me to get volume in then, rather than juggling it around work. And hopefully I'll just be able to sit on the couch and recover in between. And lastly, what I plan on doing in this block: in previous years I have just done strictly zone 2, and no gym, no running, no efforts, because I was just such a shell. It was a case of just putting hours in. This year I'm gonna try and increase the volume, hit the gym, hit a bit of running, and also sprinkle in a few efforts. Nothing like over threshold. It might be tempo, sweet spot. It will be a few sprints. And will I be capable of it? Who knows, but we're about to find out. It's 2 weeks, Project Shell. Let's get it done. Three hours complete, then it was off to work, day at work, back home, smash some elite carbs, aka the rice pudding, and a hot cross bun before hitting the gym, because we all know weights get dates and weights mean watts. If you want to be strong on the bike, off the bike, you got to hit the weights, you got to get strong in the gym. And I am a big advocate of hitting the weights and hitting them heavy. After that, smashing a toad in the hole that the Rockets made, proper legend. And then we were on to the next day and the dreaded sweet spot session. Love it or hate it, some people are going to be like, why are you doing sweet spot if you're doing zone 2? But in all honesty, I'm testing things for when the baby comes. Do I like sweet spot? Do I not like it? But as well, I've been feeling super strong from doing these sweet spot sessions. And this one, all 3 efforts were around 300 watts for 3 by 18 minutes. And a big goal of mine is to try and stay in the saddle, apply the power, and I managed to only get out the saddle once each 18-minute block, so that is absolutely wicked for me. You just feel so strong from like applying that consistent power and feeling like you've really worked hard. So I know some people hate it and think it's stupid, but I've been feeling super strong on the bike because of these sweet spot sessions, and I'm trying to build up to 3 by 20 minutes, so I'm literally almost there. I probably could have grizzed it out in this session, but we'll try for that next week. But wicked session, feeling strong. Hopefully it's going to help when I go on to some threshold efforts in my next block after this madman training camp. It was then shower, breakfast, check out the numbers, get back on the bike, yes you heard that right, and spin to work. Commute to work. Once we get to work, put the dancing shoes on. Don't get too excited, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the sex appeal of these bad boys. Woo-hoo-hoo. What are those? Then it was a day at work and then a commute home. And now here we are, no more training today because the sweet spot session is a bit more intense than like zone 2 and stuff like that, but we're back on it tomorrow. We're back on the toad in the hole. I'm going to wrap this one up here because the Rocket does not want to be on camera today. She's been eat my dinner. She wants to eat her dinner, and you've been hot cross bun testing at work. Tell them, M&S
chocolate ones versus Morrison's lemon drizzle.
What
chocolate ones all the way.
Chocolate one. It's a tough job the Rocket's got, eh? But a smashed toad in the hole. Back to training tomorrow. Another cold, dark morning on the pedals, and we're back getting it done. It's just zone 2 today, thankfully. The sweet spot stuff does pick up a little bit of fatigue coupled with the weight training on Monday, like back-to-back sessions. So zone 2 today. And now to add the reason why I do the poor man's training camp, before anyone asks, why don't you go away somewhere warm and do this, or why don't you take some time off work? 2, money, finances does not allow me to get abroad, even more so this year with trying to save up for things. And secondly, just I'm trying to save all my holiday for later in the year. So it's a case of just digging deep for a couple of weeks, getting it done. And don't get me wrong, it is not easy, but it's like a small sacrifice for hopefully big gains if I can recover from it. Session 2 of the day, and we are out for the first run of the training block, and the sun's out for the first time this week as well, which is nice, but just trying to keep it super steady. It's not easy talking and running, but this week's just about keeping the running ticking over. The main goal is obviously the bike work and the strength work, so I'm trying to just keep it steady because I don't want to kill myself, especially on day 3. It's a nice easy run. We rolling? We're rolling. I've cooked up an absolute storm for the Rocket. Black bean and sweet potato chipotle bowl with a feta salad. Absolute cooking god. And we've got a little surprise because today I've got a new delivery of some of the Razzo base layers, and we've had a slight change for version 2. Picture this now. Razzo jersey popped open, and then it's got Razzo on the back, and then on the front it's got the Rocket, the same that's on the jersey. Oh, a bit of fluff there. Oh, the Rocket, that's the same that's on the jersey. That looks sick, doesn't it, Rocket?
Yes.
Yes. And Rocket. Also I've got some little like neck scarf things to try out because the company I was using only could do like a silk material, so it's a little bit different. It's not like the cotton ones, so just with the Rocket emojis on. That is, what do you think, Rocket?
Yeah, lovely, Rocket.
Lovely. Rocket's ready to eat, so that's the exciting stuff. Run complete, I'll pop that on the screen. One more day and then we've got a rest day, but hopefully we'll have these on the website soon, will we?
Well, you need to test them out first,
Yeah,
George.
test them. Well, I know what the base layer's like. That's going to look so good. Short sleeve jersey open in the summer with that popping out. Nice. The final day before a rest day, thank God. I'm repping the new Snood, giving it a test run, and today we're back zone 2 shock, but this time we've got 5x10 sprints thrown in there, and I am not setting any records on the 4th day of training, that is for sure, but just working on keeping that top max power going. And it is also a double training day today. We're going to be hitting the gym this afternoon, building the strength, building the power. I know I've got some power cleans, then probably some single leg work, etc, just trying to get super strong. And if we can get through that, we have survived to the first rest day, which I cannot wait for. And just like that, I've survived to rest day, and it was needed after the first 4 days. It turns out when you're on training camp and you're on a rest day, it doesn't get you out of doing the dishes. Rocket?
No.
Apparently not. Bloody liberty. It also don't get you out going to bloody IKEA tomorrow. This is a training camp, Rocket. I told you I need 2 weeks to do my thing, to get it out of my system. But we go again tomorrow. I'm going to cut this video here and do it in like parts, otherwise it's going to be super long. I hope you enjoy these style of videos because I love making them. I love watching these style of videos, like people's training, stuff like that. So when I get to make them, show people what I'm doing, when I'm doing crazy things, it's good, but it's really hard to cut it down and keep it condensed so I don't waffle on too much and show like me and the Rockets dinner and stuff like that. I don't know what people want, but I hope you enjoyed it. This is part 1 of the Poor Man's Training Camp. It's basically DIY SOS to get in fit and as fast as possible for this mountain bike season. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you in the next one.